Hello guys, welcome back. In this video we'll be learning about the history of Indian agriculture for this period, the 40 years period, that is from 1950 to 1990. Now this can be divided into two parts. First is one in 15 years, first 15 years, and next 25 years, that makes 40 years. Now in the first 15 years, that is 50 to 65, there was relatively low agricultural growth as compared to the other half. The next period, 65 to 90. And the reason was because of lots of focus on industrialization, right? Compared to second period, it was agricultural productivity soared, and this was because of Green Revolution. Again, 1950 to 1965 again can be divided into two parts, 50 to 55 and 55 to 65. Now in 50 to 55, just after independence, we started great with the first 5-year plan focusing on investment in irrigation, right? So there was lots of investment by the government towards agriculture, and hence we also achieved decent agricultural growth as compared to 55 to 65, right? This was because the multi-purpose river valley projects such as Bhakra Nangal project, Hirakud Valley project, Damodar Valley project, Rihand Dam, right? These were all started during this period, right? Even the land reforms had started, right? So we also achieved record food production at the start of second 5-year plan, right? But somehow we couldn't maintain this momentum, right? Next, if we see the second half of 1950 to 65, that is 55 to 65, this 10-year period with the upcoming of the second 5-year plan, that is Mahalanobis model, it said that the focus should be setting off the basic industries in India, right? And hence it ignored the agriculture, right? Severe food shortage. Because of this ignoring of agriculture, severe food shortage by 1965, accompanied with the BOP crisis at the same time, right? So 1965-66, we saw a drought, severe drought. So much so that we had to import food grains from USA under PL 480 scheme. PL is public law, right? All the stories that the USA provided us with the grains, the food grains, which was of very degraded quality, right? So lesson was learned by 1965, right? And in next phase of the history of the Indian agriculture, that is 65 to 90, we see a higher agricultural productivity, right? And a coming of Green Revolution, right? So a setback led to lots and lots of success. Let's see. First, the 1965 to 1980 period and 1980 to 1990 period. Again, this period of 25 years can again be divided into two parts, the first 15 years and the next 10 years. Now again, in this first half of Green Revolution period, what we see is that the Mexican hybridized seed of wheat was used, fertilizers, pesticides, and lots upon focus on irrigation was again emphasized, right? So use of modern technologies, modern agricultural practices, apart from use of irrigation, which is not public as was used in the first 5-year plan, but rather it was private, for example, tube wells. Now this all led to higher agricultural productivity by 1970-75 period, and hence this is known as the Green Revolution, right? But what we see compared to the next period of 1980 to 1990 of Green Revolution, this period had limited increase in productivity, right? And secondly, the Green Revolution was limited to just few states such as Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, right? If we come to the The second period of Green Revolution 1980 to 1990, it was a much better period as far as the productivity efficiency is concerned. The increased agricultural productivity was seen never before, neither before nor after. And the best part was that it spreaded to Western India, Central India, and Southern India. Well, in first half, what we see is the hybridized variety of wheat. In the second half, we see hybridized variety of rice. This is the reason why agricultural productivity increased like never before, and this time Philippines helped us. But the biggest blot of the 1980 to 1990 period was that again the Eastern India and the Northeastern India, they were away from the Green Revolution, right? For example, the Bihar region, Jharkhand region, Eastern Uttar Pradesh, the Assam, the Arunachal, etc. Except West Bengal. Although West Bengal, it was not due to the high yielding variety seeds of rice, but rather due to other reason. We will discuss it later, right? So that was all about the history of Indian agriculture. Next video will start from the history of Indian agriculture from 1990 onwards, right? That's all. Thank you.